PV Narasimha Rao ji was treated during his deathbed by the Congress party with relation to all this incident? How do you see all this?
First of all, we would like to pay tributes and the condolences to the demise of the former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, who happens to be close associated of my grandfather, Sri late PV Narasimha Rao. In fact, it was actually Mr. Narasimha Rao's identification and appointment and support and motivating him to become the finance minister of this country, where during his regime he has made the finance minister. So many bills have been introduced, especially economic reforms, the liberalization, the globalization, the privatization, which has been introduced in the parliament with the support of the then Prime Minister, Mr. Narasimha Rao. There were more big bats within the Congress party than in the opposition. As we have seen the transformation of this country from 1991 to 1996, the contributions of late Narasimha Rao and Dr. Manmohan Singh is immense. But during the death of late Narasimha Rao, we see how the Congress party has treated, disregarded, disrespected their own Congress party leaders. Narasimha Rao happens to be the grassroots Congress worker level, and he has raised from an MLA to the minister, to the chief minister, the MP, the Congress party general secretary, president, and finally the prime minister of this country, where we see the economic liberalization, where we are enjoying the fruits on that. During the death of Narasimha Rao, the Congress party doesn't want his mortal remains to be at Delhi. They have persuaded us, the family members, to shift to Hyderabad. And the then Prime Minister and his cabinet colleagues and the Congress party leaders have assured us that a memorial site will be built in Hyderabad, though we were not really interested because Narasimha Rao has spent all his life in Delhi. And we wanted them to have the memorial in Delhi, but they have persuaded us to go back to Hyderabad, and then we see what was that just happened. I don't want to go in that on that. But today, the Congress party hypocrisy has been exposed. How they are disrespected their own leaders, how they ill-treat their own leaders, whether it is Narasimha Rao, whether it is Pranab Mukherjee, or whether it is Sitaram Kesari. The history tells about that. Now, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, the All India Congress Committee President, has wrote a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister that a memorial has to be built and the last rites should be done in Delhi itself. And the cabinet approved that a place will be identified and then memorial will be built, just by accepting the letter from the Congress party. Narendra Modi's government is very, very instrumental in recognizing the people who have worked, though in different parties also, and then they have honored. For Pranab Mukherjee, Bharat Ratna has been given. Narasimha Rao, they have given Bharat Ratna. But the Congress party had, as I said earlier, they are constantly ill-treating on it. The hypocrisy, the disrespect. We see the petty politics which has been played by the Congress party on the whims and fancies of the dynastic rule of the Congress party. When Narasimha Rao was denied even entry into All India Congress Committee headquarters, though he happens to be the president of the party, and then he has been hurriedly, his body has been hurriedly shifted to Hyderabad. This shows how the Congress party is narrowing their mindset just by playing on Sonia Gandhi and on the Gandhi family. Whereas the Modi government has very clearly accepted the request and then honored, identified the persons who have contributed for the benefit of this country. We pay our respects to Dr. Manmohan Singh, and we criticize the Congress party how they have ill-treated their own leaders, and the Modi's government is has very clearly accepted the request, and then they have done, they are going to do the memorial also, because the contributions of different people has to be brought to the notice or to the public for the the future generation. We expose and then we criticize the Bharatiya Janata Party Telangana criticizes the Congress party attitude towards his